Sorry, terrible, terrible, terrible impersonation. You know what? Let me just play the actual IDRA. King of the Hill fans, and for my viewers in the Deep South, howdy y'all. Hope that you're having a blissful night. Because if you work in my drift, huh? If you basically be engaged to sin, thou shalt be struck by lightning of Jesus Christ in the Bible. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, because I know from my viewers in the South, you probably allow pedophilia. If you do, hope you get shot in the fucking chest. Okay? Because you're a darn varmint, and I don't want your basically predatory behavior on my channel, eh? Sorry, I'm trying to like act in like redneck type of language. Basically, Johnathan Ross, I didn't know this was him that actually voice acted as Johnathan, it's supposed to be, I forgot his name, right? I'm terrible at names. John Redcorn. Basically, for the ones that haven't seen King of the Hill, he's supposed to be one of the most lovable characters of the King of the Hill series. He is a Native American. I believe he's Navajo, and this comes from someone that basically does have Navajo descent from our father's side. So I just want to say, yeah, okay, muchachos. For anyone that does speak Dene, okay, I barely know any Navajo. It's not an easy language, okay? As someone that does have Native American DNA, why? Why? Just because he's gay. Actually, I didn't know this man's gay at all. I want to ask, for my homophobes, would you basically be okay to see a 6-year-old getting raped by, let's just say, a 16-year-old? If so, please get shot. Do not have to please on me, because you'll probably be a pedophile, and I'm sure that you probably get an IP address tracked down, and then your mother probably gets shot, so don't start with yeah. Sorry, some of that basically does support all religions. This is way too much, and yeah, you wonder why you're probably thinking that, yeah, you want to see a child. Well, screw you. Okay, you're a demon, and basically you're possessed, and you basically had Jesus Christ on you. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say this as someone that basically is agnostic. Yeah, we even have a flag. Okay, that's someone basically made for Reddit. I'm going to hang up that flag. Well, I guess you could say handful of my viewers are atheists. Okay, so this is why religious people are really messed up in head. Well, all of us human beings are messed up in head. However, though, I've basically read this, okay, from on Reddit. I would advise if the gay subreddit, the governor and whatnot, and that's what Joseph is doing. If you look up Johnny Two Solos, you can see all the proof, okay? Basically, his neighbors, if I'm actually can switch back to the King of the Hill subreddit, he got shot because apparently whoever that man is, I hope he gets raped. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I'm sure Keanu Reeves is a Batman himself in some parts. Sorry, I don't know where I'm picking him up. Okay, no one on this earth is pure. Even the most lovable man, Keanu Reeves or Stanley, whatever. I'm sure they all did some bad things. Okay, do not treat other human beings as damn angels. I don't know where that's coming from. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, this man is loved by many, and as someone that grew up, I'm an Arizonan. Okay, we have cowboy culture here. Yeah. Okay. And I'm sure from my viewers in Texas, you basically love my state, so bless y'all for that. Okay, let me just read more about this. Okay, so a username Spirit Warrior, and I'm not gonna bother screenshotting because it'll just take forever. I'm gonna read this carefully, okay, and I'll share the URL so that you can read this on the King of the Hill subreddit. Also, I've been a little bit worried because a close viewer of mine, his life is a little bit in danger because his brother's abusive since he wanted to. His name is Dumbell. Dumbell's brother. Okay, Dumbell is the one that is the supporter of my channel. You can see in my live streams if you ever come on this channel. Very quick, his brother is abusive because he is an animal abuser. He even wanted to threaten to kill Dumbell as well because he has a gun. I really want him in prison. So you just have to see my live stream near the end to know about it. If not, then that's your option. Let me read. His husband posted this on Jonathan's Facebook page, FB, okay? Statement from Tristan Kern D. Gonzalez, husband of Johnathan Ross. My husband, Johnathan, and I were involved in a shooting while checking the mail at the site of our former home. That home was burned down after over 2 years of threats from people in the area who repeatedly told us that they would set it on fire. I don't believe this. They need to be charged for arson and just straight up this like a terroristic threat at this point. We reported these threats to law enforcement multiple times and nothing was done. Wow, even by Texas standards. Throughout that time, we were harassed regularly by individuals who made it clear that they did not accept our relationship. Most of the harassment was openly homophobic. When we turned to the site to check our mail, we discovered this skull. Are you? I'm a dog owner, and this is like dark web reading. Of one of our dogs, and its harnessed placed in clear view. This caused both of us severe emotional distress, basically PTSD at this point, post-traumatic stress disorder. We began yelling and crying in response to the pain of what we saw. While we were doing this, a man approached us. He started yelling violent homophobic slurs at us. He then, oh my goodness, raised a gun. I'm just trailing it with my inky blue pen here. You know what? I wonder if guns should be illegal. You know, they should at the same time, because we use it for hunting and protection, but because even if we did legalized it, we're just going to use some, like, machetes or basically knives that are other types of weapons. So, from his lap and fired Johnathan, and I had no weapons. We were not threatening anyone. We were grieving. We were standing side by side, and when the man fired Johnathan, pushed me out of the way. Wait, I'm trying to reread this. When the man fired Johnathan, okay, pushed me out of the way, and he saved my life. Johnathan is my husband. He gave me more love in our time together than most people ever get. We were newlyweds, so if people wonder why it's so difficult to basically, hell, even if you're straight, right, and you have like an ex that will shut up wanted to murder you. If you look up the in our state, oh boy, Jody Harris, you can see what I'm talking about. From Arizonans, if you're viewing this, you know what I'm talking about, right? Jody Harris, oh my. Okay, I'm being off topic. I just want to ease this, okay? We picked Valentine's Day. We were in the process of looking for a trailer and planning our future. He was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other. He's probably a pedophile then, or no, well, you know that pedophiles don't harm. Well, doesn't mean they'll harm children. They have the sick out of it, right? I'm gonna be surprised he's a child rapist then. Sorry if I'm just misinforming, because I'm gonna be surprised. I was with him when he passed. I told him how much he was loved. To everyone who supported him, his fans, his friends, know that he valued you deeply. He saw you as family. My focus now is on protecting Johnathan's legacy and honoring the life we built together. If your concern is how someone coped with trauma, well, I'm one of them. Because I have PTSD myself. Okay? Or how loudly to speak when recounting injustice and being ignored by authorities, I'm one of them in a way, then you never truly cared about my husband. Johnathan saved my life. I will carry that forward. I will protect what he built. Tristan Curran-Dean Gonzalez. It has 13 votes. So basically, for my viewers in the South, you wonder why you probably, some of my viewers are from the South. Okay, is this how God wants you to treat this way? Again, I'm not Christian. Now, I want to say this one thing, okay? If you think I'm sinning, then you're sinning. So, call me a hypocrite? No, you're a bloody hypocrite. Okay? I grew up Baptist / Christian. Baptist. Okay, my mother's boyfriend's Christian. I don't want to go that route, talking about this again. And I remember there was a boy I had a crush on. Okay? Again, if you're homophobic, and maybe I see why people don't like Muslims, for example. I love all religions, but I can see why, because I know they're known for killing gay people, but they're okay with a 9-year-old getting pregnant. So if you're a Muslim, are you okay with pedophilia? If so, then please leave. Please leave. Okay? I wonder why, and yeah, you probably wonder why people are stereotyping you. Don't be surprised if you get shot in the fucking chest. No, wait, sorry, too dark. Or, basically, someone just want to rip your beard out because you're Muslim. I don't know, okay? I'm trying to be a little dark here, because this is crucial. Why are you so bothered by someone? I don't get it. Or hell, even racism. I don't get it. I don't. I just don't. Let me read more of this, more of the comments here. And by the way, it's 10:22. I started talking about this in 10:10. So it's been 12 minutes, okay? And it's the 2nd of June on a Monday. By Bree Bird, I can't pronounce their names, okay? That sounds like a hate crime. Gosh, I hope his family and partner find justice. I hope so too. Horrifying. Texas is gonna Texas, and yet so many people moved to that state. Amazing, really. I want to say this for my Texas out there. You know we carry out here in Arizona, right? You want to know something? I carry pepper spray all the time I go to the store. If you ever do something instead of carrying a gun, well, don't be surprised and don't tell me that, oh, Dan, I'm gonna arrest you. No, self-defense. I live in a state that we're known for that. Okay, so just a little tip on that. Okay, literally. And I love Texans. I do. I even love the license plate. But this is not the way to do it. Okay? Let me just read more of these. I despise that people are just so hateful towards anyone different than them. If the authorities look the other way, that's fucking terrible and they should be held accountable. I don't understand how someone can value life so little they're willing to take it away. I have no idea why. I hope that man gets raped. Okay? As someone that loves man, yeah, I've been raped. Okay? If that makes me a wuss, then I bet you're a pussy, okay? You're a motherfucking faggot, pardon my language. If you're a straight guy doing this, you got a woman beating you up, and then you got died by suicide, don't start shit with me. Sorry, I don't know where that come from. Trust me, I know, I've been through stuff. I think I got almost jumped by someone for a gun once, but not that far. Trust me, I stood up around people that threatened me, and that were giants, okay? I have, so I know how it's like. Okay? And yes, it is Pride Month, and yes, I'm romantic. Okay? I just want to say this. If you basically tell me I'm a sinner, you're sinning yourself. Don't start with me. You wonder why your religion is dying. Okay? Jesus Christ is not helping you. If you support this shit, pardon my language, I don't know where this is coming from. If you look up my video, why I basically care for all religions, look up that 19-year-old boy that I talked about. That was straight. You tell me the difference, huh? Let me continue. By Doc 11th. Didn't know he was gay. Well, we never did. So, we never did use propane. Okay, let me read two more. Actually, I'm going to read this a long one because it's highlighted because I got an award by the Vic Sage Christian that posted 7 hours ago and it was edited 6 hours ago. I know I'm going to get downvoted to hell, but everything I've seen about this situation and his prior behavior screams drug abuse. So even so, it's still tragic that he died. Most likely, I can't pronounce that word. I never seen that word before. It's EXACERBATED. Pre-existing mental issues that caused him to act out the other night. Obviously, I'm just speculating, and I know some will take issue my words and the timing, but there's no way I'm the only one seeing this. I also think people in the comments seem too willing to just bluntly accept Texas equals hate crimes. But antecedentally, I really read these words, okay? I live in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and nobody's gone around here burning houses and killing folks just for being gay. Not saying it's impossible or that nobody here is ever the victim of a hate crime. But this whole thing in particular smells fishy as fuck to me when paired with everything else we've seen about him. Still, it doesn't mean that, I still see this as a hate crime. I mean, he has 240 upvotes, right? I get where he's coming from, but still, it still screams hate crime to me. Regardless of the reason, it is tragic. Of course it is. Whether it was related to poor choices or just getting perpetually fucked over by life, which just happened to some folks, in parentheses, is ultimately irrelevant. It always breaks my heart to see somebody lose the fight, and I hope there's peace for him now. Edit. I guess I need to specify for the dimmer folks out there that I wasn't saying drugs killed him. That he deserved to die because he was on drugs. Or any of the other ridiculous replies I'm getting. I'm saying, bluntly now, that treaker culture is violent and nasty. Of course it is. Meth doesn't give a fuck if you're straight or gay, black, white, or purple. It'll make monsters out of good people and cause people who are already monsters do shit like this. For whatever role y'all think my own sexuality plays in my feelings, I don't know, bi, pan, I fuck who I want to fuck. As I think everybody should be free to do. And as sure as shit ain't a fucking Republican. Amen to that, even though I don't know what the hell of difference of politics or whatever. Someone else replied, okay, there's more to this, by flabbergasted, and have like a little cute beard in their profile picture. Drug abuse and kill him. A man yelling homophobic slurs, and I'm gonna about this. I don't accept, quote, Texas equals hate crimes. I'm a bi dude in rural Texas. But when someone yells homophobic slurs at someone and their partner before murdering them, that's pretty fucking obviously a hate crime. And I want another one. By Jay, not at all. I like the idea of little beards. It's so cute. Christian, are you LGBTQ? I asked, as that could affect why you never see hate crimes around them. You aren't that. I grew up in Texas, and I'm a person of color. I once pointed out how racist small town Texas can be. You're just like, I'll go there all the time and I'll never experience that. Well, yeah, you wouldn't. You're a 6+ foot blue-eyed white guy. Yep. So I get where this cover first came from, but this is still a hate crime because he got murdered. I'm gonna worry you one more, okay? Oh, he has like a little mustache by ink some papers. I live in Texas and no one is killing anyone for being gay. Homie, a bunch of dumbass rednecks ran Biden bus off the road in an act of terrorism in Texas. So spare me. He was also yelling gay slurs. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry. Am I a little? It's like I'm in Arizona. Okay, I don't have a southern draw, but if I do, then feel free to like if you're from the south. Okay. What I'm just trying to say is, why do we do this? Why? I want to say it's for more homophobics. I get it. That if you have some awful experiences like gay people, so have I. Okay, I'm a spade for crying out loud. That's what being homo-romantic is. I just use the term asexual because I think sex is gross. Okay, doesn't mean that you're gross for having it. No. It's the same thing you treat risky. That's fine. Don't make me do it. Okay, you get where I'm coming from? Hint, hint. That starts with the S and S with the X. Okay, it's X. You hear that? Okay, I get it. Because I remember I even told them on my live stream that one of my friends growing up were homophobic because I'm wearing a rainbow bracelet. Yeah, it took them time to get used to it, but it doesn't mean that they're going to murder someone just because they like the same sex of someone that is like essential age. If you get my drift, okay, I just don't get it. I don't. I feel awful, and this is devastating. Again, I even cried a little bit when I heard about this. Let's just say with my autistic brain here, that affects my ass being autistic heart. My emotions kick in a little late. And hearing about this, especially since he's Native American. Okay, I wanted to share something. I can share another story about this. People like to say shit about Native Americans. That they're uneducated. That they basically drink a lot. I hear this all the damn time. Okay? That they always abuse their wives, whatever. In my old apartment that I lived in, our neighbor downstairs was white. He believed in aliens. I kind of believe that myself somewhat. Okay, his wife was Navajo. She was a sweetheart. She even basically gave me this delicious dish. It had like a leaf on it, really good, right? That's to kick in the flavor. I'm thinking like this is definitely homemade. And it has some delicious chopped up potatoes and maybe some beans in it. It was so good, and it was a wooden bowl. Like, yep, this is native cuisine. She was a sweetheart. Okay, I still got a video of what he looks like. Not the wife, but at least of him when we had to go out to save Casey. And by the way, she's part Iraqi. So I just want to say for my Muslim viewers, okay? So I want to bring everyone in here in this. And I'm a mutt, okay? I'm mixed. But yes, I'm mostly black. But I still have some other diverse DNA. Okay? Why did it cheat other human beings like this? I don't get it. I'm sure. I'm not surprised in year 2080 if we basically got those lightsabers from Star Wars that goes to zoom zoom, and we basically may have some laser guns that shoot people. I wouldn't be surprised if we have that in the next like 50 decades from now. I don't know. Okay, I know this is always going to be a thing. I know that shootings is always going to be a thing. I know because I got shot by a paintball gun in broad daylight. I have my Facebook as proof that I got shot, even though it healed. I know because I've been through all of that. Those men were lucky that they shot me in the chest, or I wouldn't be talking right now, wouldn't I? This is tragic. Okay, King of the Hill is one of the most amazing series. You know, there's some episodes I like to skip because they make me upset. For some odd reason, I just can't talk about it right now. I just know about the episode of Lador! Lador! You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about for my King of the Hill fans, right? Right? I hope Johnathan, pardon me, would rest out in the spirits. In the Grand Canyon of space somewhere. Okay? No one deserves any of this news. Especially from his own husband. I wanted to say this to my viewers in the South, okay? I love, well, it depends on the state, I guess. I don't know, okay? You wonder why people see you differently for this. Well, for my Texas out there, I'm sorry. But I know the South is part of this. I've been keeping up with all of this, y'all. Okay? I've been in New Orleans. Okay, not to mention what happened in Florida eons ago in Orlando of the Pope gay bar that basically a handful of gay men got killed. I didn't forget about that. Okay? You reckon my drift? Okay? Literally, I'm sorry. It's kind of nice to tuck in the southern draw. Okay? Not to mention one of my viewers is from North Carolina. So his name is Slade. He's white. And he told me he's part native as well. But I wanted to just read all of this because it's awful. I'm just scrolling while I'm talking at the same time because I'm so from the post. Okay, it was titled less than 24 hours ago. Okay, I'm gonna upload this by Johnathan Josh. Right, that's his name. Pardon me. So this must be his tweet on Facebook. Unfortunately, my former manager did not help me with transportation to get back to San Antonio, which was the plan. Now I'm being ghosted. Could anyone please give my husband and I a ride to San Antonio? So I guess it must be his last tweet before he got murdered. And I just want to rerun by Piper Moru, 0223. O means 0, and in Arizona, in our dialect, instead of saying, I like to say slang, okay? You know it is, but I like to say dialect. Instead of saying zeros, you say O's here. Fuck that homophobic piece of shit that terrorized and murdered Johnathan. I hope they bury him under the jail. I hope they boot his belly. You know what? I think at this point, maybe he should get the death penalty, the murderer. But at the same time, no, he should probably get life in solitary confinement, just like Jordy Harris. Well, I'm not sure she has solitary confinement, but look it up. Us Arizonans, we know about this. Okay? And yeah, she's a woman. And she got her ass locked up. So, I wanted to just share this because it's tragic. I do miss my apartment because I want to just be a little bit off topic. Whenever I'm bored, I used to watch repeats of King of the Hill. I just want to say one of my favorite episodes was when Bobby met that Christian group. I'm not kidding. I thought those boys were kind of hot. Like when I was younger, I guess, when I watched the episode. Or even recently, I think they were cute. They're Christian skateboarders, right? They were kind of hot. Especially the pastor, right? Again, I went to church myself. I had a crush on a boy named Nick. He was kind of tall, pretty athletic. He had spiky hair. You come on me a Reese from Malcolm Middle. I'll be scared just to talk to him. He was kind of hot. Okay? Like, I'll get nervous being around him. He was tall. Okay? At least from my memory. He was a white boy. Okay? Like, my heart skipped a little when I first seen him. Like, oh my gosh, I like him. Okay? I was 17 when this happened, I think. So, yeah. This is supposed to be... Okay, my state is Christ Church of the Valley. And we had an after program for only teenagers, okay? For teens to hang out with other teens, Christian teens, their age. Even though I didn't really build any strong friendships. And I didn't have a... Well, you know, I was 16 or 17, okay? Because I know I didn't have a phone yet. Okay, so bear with me on that. Alright? But the other teens did. Again, this is when we had smartphones, okay? Like during the iPhone era and whatnot, so you get it. Okay? And I did feel really left out. I did. So, I just want to share that. Also, I want to say something. I blocked him. I blocked his demonic aura. Because he's saying that being gay is a sin. Well, you know what? You're sinning. Because you should be judging. You know you can, but you're trying to judge because of something I can't control. So... well, how about I could judge you for being pale as snow? That wouldn't be appropriate, wouldn't it? No. Absolutely not. You ought to listen, though. I'm just sharing this because this is just messed up. Alright? Also, for my viewers in the South, I just want to say this. If you're really homophobic, I just hope you don't have children. If there's a tornado near you, if you live in a tornado alley, and you lose your shit, okay? You lose your home, your basement, basically you're basically furry god, okay, of a pet. Then it must be a sign. Jesus Christ has sent you down to strike your ass. Because if you basically, let's just say, did something really bad to a gay person, I guarantee you to be a tornado hitting down your ass. Sorry, I'm trying to just traumatize a little bit for the ones that are homophobic, that wanted to assault someone just because they're not, just for existing. God doesn't want that, doesn't he? No. So, please change your behavior. That is what God wants. Am I correct? Again, I'm not religious. I grew up Baptist. So, I have every damn human right to know what I'm talking about. And if you don't believe me, participating in the sermon, okay? Listen to Christian songs at the highest, okay? Take a piece of Jesus Christ's bread. Okay? Drinking his blood of wine. Yes. So for my Christians out there, I know this shit. So you know what? You better basically treat God like other gays like they're basically are part of God's children. All the Christians out there. If not, bless. If you this bless me, that's sad.